What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Young Equity Chris.
And it's your boy, Young Equity Devin. Let's get it.
Okay, today we're going to be talking about Governor Andrew Cuomo and the bill he signed. So he recently signed a bill legalizing the recreational use of Mary Jane and also expunging all previous cases and charges against people who were, locked up in connection of possession and distribution of Mary Jane. So that's pretty big stuff.
So right? You mean to tell me that in New York City or New York State, right, yes, you can go up to a dispensary, purchase some Mary Jane, and do whatever you need to do?
Well, not today.
Not today, but eventually.
Yes.
Okay, so there are a couple stocks that I can see running up because of this new bill and new law, right? Yes. So you have Tilray, ticker symbol TLRY. So before I get into this, I want to let everybody know that this stock was a Wall Street bet stock, right? It's a meme stock, and everybody had this bad boy running up. But it was based off of speculation because there were talks about kind of what Chris had mentioned, decriminalization of Mary Jane. And I still believe that this is a solid play now. Now, just because this thing ran up to $63 doesn't mean that don't buy it at $22 where it's sitting at right now. It's a Canadian-based company, but we also get a lot of our Mary Jane from Canada and also from the California region. So with New York being close to Canada, I feel like that's another reason for Tilray stock to boom. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, essentially this is the thing, right? In stocks in general, the higher the price of a stock, the more risky it is. The lower the price a stock is, the more stable it is. So what does that mean? If you buy a stock and it recently ran up 20%, there is a large chance that that stock will go down. But on the reverse, if you looking to buy a stock and it ran down 20%, it is a high possibility that stock will move up. So that's the point that we're going to make with Tilray. Yes, some people got Tilrayed into the ground. They bought it at 64, I think it was going to 100, and got ran all the way down to 20-something dollars. But hey, let's look at it this way. We have to look at the fundamentals and look at the charts. And Tilray has not been under $21 since January 2021. So at the current price that it's at, I would say it's a safe bet.
Yeah, I think so too, man. But, I'm kind of looking at the financials, and they had a large debt to income ratio. I think it was sitting around 60%, which is kind of high. So they're not really operating lean at this point because they have a lot of liabilities. But there's a lot of asset and there's a lot of room to grow, especially with the new legislation that everyone's passing. And you still have to think about, if New York's going to do it, a lot of people will follow suit.
Yeah, I mean, they're the 16th state to pass legislation to decriminalize the recreational use of Mary Jane. So, of course, there's more to follow. And since there's more states to follow, we'll even give you another play. Sundial.
So Sundial right now is sitting at $1.13, right? A lot of people got in when it was at 60 cents. I got in and I ran it up to about $1.20, and then I hopped out. Then, there was a craze about Sundial, right? Yeah. I think it was one of those Wall Street bets. It had a lot of mentions. Go to Swaggy Stocks if you want to check out what's on Wall Street bets, if you don't want to go through all the details of that that Reddit page, because it's crazy. But so the stock went up, I want to say, to about $3.50 or about close to that. And then it just tanked, man. And I don't want to call it a pump and dump. We'll do a video about pump and dumps, but it was basically something similar to that. But the reason why I like this company is because they have great financial fundamentals, right? They're operating very lean. Right now, there's a 8% debt to income ratio, which is perfect, right? There's a lot of cash on hand, so they can buy more assets. They have a lot of assets right now and low liabilities. They're continuing to making a lot of revenues over time. They're a small company, but they have the potential to be a company like Tilray. And with legislation and news like Governor Cuomo, decriminalization of marijuana or Mary Jane, I believe that Sundial can run up.
Yeah, man. I mean, think about it. Sundial has access to $700 million cash. So when there's a move to be made in the U.S. to, start some growing farms here, they will have the cash and the ability to swoop in and make that happen. Currently, they're a small Canadian-based company now, but they have access to a lot of cash. And hey, Bill Gates is the owner of the most agricultural land in the United States.
Oh,
I
wow.
wonder what he's planning for.
They need to come down to Texas, man.
And one bonus one we're going to give you is an OTC stock, and that's GRAMF.
GRAMF, I don't really know too much about GRAMF. I know that Jay-Z is one of the stockholders. He's a shareholder in GRAMF. Do you have more information about GRAMF?
You know, they look to go around and buy minority-owned
right.
Mary Jane companies. So it's a good thing they're doing. It's just that, you know, since Jay-Z has a controlling interest in the company, he's likely going to sell it. But that's cool because he's paper hands. But anyways... that is a good OTC stock to get a part of. You know, the thing is with OTC stocks, there's not too many places to get them.
Right.
Fidelity is what I recommend if you're looking to get an OTC stock.
Correct, because it's not on Webull, it's not on Robinhood. So definitely check your brokerage and see if you can get involved with that.
And just the moral of the story, here it is. You know, it has been estimated there'll be a 21% year-on-year growth in the Mary Jane business in the United States between now and 2025. So if you're going to get in it, the best time is to get in early. Because if you want to be a part of that growth, you got to be there early. Because if you wait for it to be pumped and dumped, you'll be getting Tilray.
Don't miss the wave, right?
Well, thank you guys for checking out this video. It's your boy, Young Equity Chris.
And it's your boy, Young Equity Devin. Let's get it.